All right, folks, so today we're talking variables, something that you're going to use forever in your Python journey. Check this out. All right, so I know it looks a little bit crazy, right? But don't freak out. So we're going to talk variables. So variables are essentially a label box, if you will, to allow you to reference something repeatedly over and over, or just one time if you want. It's really up to you. But store something in your computer's memory so that you can circle back to it, so that you don't have to keep rewriting that code. So a variable is going to begin by writing a text and then a space with the equal sign, and then you're going to write whatever command prompt you want following that. So you can use variables in calculations, you can update them, and you can pass them around your team as well. So if you have a dictionary of all the different variables that you have for use, then you know you have a common understanding of what each one entails. Now, a key thing about variables is that you want to explain them thoroughly on what they are within the variable names that you're choosing, because if you don't, what's going to happen is that it becomes kind of confusing, right? Because you may be looking at a variable for a store, for example, and the text for the variable is store, but what store does it mean? Maybe you have a bunch of stores within your company. How are you supposed to specify that? So you want to be able to specify something very clearly within your variable name so that you know exactly what it entails. All right, so we have a bunch of comments here, right? So we're going to incorporate what we did in the last video. We're going to incorporate some print statements as well, and then we're going to bring in the variable into the mix too. So up top on line 1, we just put a comment of this is a variable example, so nothing too crazy there, right? We're assigning variables. So we always want to assign our variables at the top because then we want to reference them later down the road as we write out our code. So everything that we put here under name, so we just wrote out the text name, we said equals Ray. So that could be my name here. And you can see that it's a text because it's within a double quotation. Now, we're not using print here because we're not just writing something static one time. This is going to be used more than once, so we're creating a variable. That's the difference between print and variables, is because print allows you to just write it one time, or variable, now I'm setting the stage so that I can use it more than once. I can always reference name every single time. Also put age for 30, even though I'm not 30 years old, and then score is going to be 95.5, right? Arbitrary score for now. And then we print variables. So I want to print my name, print my age, print my score, right? The output is going to be this. So these are all my comments. And then now we can take it up a notch too. And we could say print my name, comma, is, and double quotation, right? So that's a text. Now we're referencing our variables as we're doing this with a comma delimiter. And you can see how I put a space between every single one as well. So it's name, comma, space, double quotations is, comma, age with the space as well, comma, space, years old with the score of, comma, space, score. And if I run this, we'll just see what comes out. So we know that we printed everything by default, but do we actually need to have this in here? The answer is no. So we can get rid of all this and get rid of the comments for now too. And we can just run it again. And now we can see that Ray is 30 years old with a score of 95.5. So what we're going to do is we're going to just trash all this and we're going to write our own. So we're going to say as our first comment is set up variables. Now our first variable, we're just going to make up whatever we want, right? So we're just going to keep it as name. We're going to say equals, and there's always going to be a yellow squiggly line if I back up one, just because you haven't actually declared what the variable is yet. So as you keep typing, put name, and then we're going to put lesson plan. So I like the IntelliSense suggestion that I had here. And then the next thing we're going to put is channel, and we're just going to say Nexion Analytics. And the next one we're going to put is video equals, and it's going to be Python variables. And then now we're going to run our print statement. We're going to say I am learning, comma, space, video, comma, from channel, comma, through. And once we do that, we're going to run it. And now we can see I am learning Python variables from Nexion Analytics through lesson plans. And you can see how there's no period at the end. So we want to do as well is just add a period too and run that. All right, so now that we have a space within our period and then our last variable, right? So since we're ending our sentence with a variable expression, we can't put a period at the end like this with a comma because it's going to leave a space always. What we have to do is concat it. We have to press plus, and then we put our period. And just like that, we run it, and now we fixed the space that we have. We can also replace this. We can put an exclamation point if we want, or something else, but that's how you end your variable expression. Now, let's just say we want to retype this, so we're just going to put another line. We're going to say print. We're going to say, I am learning from channel, and it's pretty cool. So we're going to put a period here, close that up, and then now let's see what happens if we end it with a string instead of a variable. All right, and just like that, you can see that there's no issues when it comes to spacing at the end of this sentence now. You also have spell checker and problems here within VS Code. Now I just recognize that Nexion is not a real word, but that's okay. So we can just ignore simple things like that. With that said, that's all there is to it when it comes to variables. Always try to declare your variables at the beginning, just so it's simple, it's efficient, and you know where you can reference it from. But also, just keep in mind that you can reuse these as often as you want to. You don't have to reuse them only one time, just like I showed you here today. With that said, hopefully this video is able to help you out. Let me know your thoughts down below, and thanks for watching, y'all.